of their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. What do you need?
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A third down gain of 19.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
Let's set it tall, fellas. Let's set it tall.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Wait.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check safety.
Flag.
Shit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brudda Baker
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On second down, a run with brudda. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
56, check 56. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check, check, go. Slam, jam, it's free. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Hey, check 24, check 24. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 15 now, Murray. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Show it.
65. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the right side, caught by Salek. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check the backer, check the backer. 22, check cover. 22, check cover.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Murray now to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to find Isabella. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll run it with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D, let's get that ball. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the pass. Ready,
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
First down, Arizona.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 43. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 43.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
2.
March 43.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
54 Mike. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. 2-6. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 54. Mike Henry. I got wide.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your
And the defense loses him. It's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 98 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I got you. Mike 54. Mike 54. Better bring it. Go, go. Let me know right now. You better bring it. Tight dog.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And the Cardinals first down.
Come on, set. Keep it flat. Right there. 56. Check the
Murray now on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They give to Johnson going right. A gain of 3, second down.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the 49ers, 37 yards.
On second and 7, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Mike 58, right there.
Hey, tight.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. To leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Here's Johnson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, right? 54, Mike. Here it comes, here it comes. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Watch out.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch twist.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers get a score closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
36. 22, Jack Palmer. 22, Jack Palmer. Slam, go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brudda Baker with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Shift.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. Murray going to try to throw on third down. That ball complete to Isabella. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has in completing the connection.
Murray now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Arizona, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.